Painting a nautilus in watercolors was on my mind for a very long time. It has a very interesting pattern on its shell and overall a very beautiful color scheme. So after I finished painting it, I thought of recording the process and share it with you all. So my sketch is ready. You can see it over here. And now I'll start painting. I'm using wet on wet method and painting its head first. I have applied clear water as a base layer and now I start putting in color. I'm using Winsor & Newton's half pan colors. I put indigo followed by violet and then mixture of cadmium orange and light red. I'm gently putting the color on the paper with this fine brush. Since the paper is still wet, the color slowly blends with the blues, creating beautiful gradation. The head of the nautilus has white spots, but I wanted something different there, like a change of visual texture maybe. So I'm using salt here. The salt granules, what they do is that they absorb the wet color, creating beautiful detailed blooms. These will be visible once the paper is completely dry. So till that part dries, I start painting its shell. Again, on the base layer of clear water, I'm putting some blues and violets to show the softer shadows of the shell. And I'm blending these colors on the paper itself. Upon this, when I will paint those red lines of the shell, the red will interact with these blues and violets differently, creating its own light and shadow effect on the shell. To show a very gradual and softer shadow on the shell, I simply lift and tilt the paper for the wet color to spread. This is what I love about watercolors. This blending upon drying will not have very hard edges. As you can see over there, the color has beautifully blended on the paper, and later on, since there are no hard edges, it will not interfere with the reds. So till the shell completely dries, I start painting other parts. I have also removed salt granules from the head area. They left with beautiful blooms. And though it may not look like the actual white spots, it has created those little pockets of light and dark orange and interesting visual texture. Moving ahead with the shell, again on wet paper, I am directly blending indigo and violets one upon the other, and they together create amazing results. Whatever different layers and scaling of the shell you see on the paper is with the reference to the photo I am using as a guide to paint. I carry forward the same colors for the tentacles: orange, indigo and violet. So to sum it up, the orange and the reds are on the top of the blues and the violets. And these blues break the monotony of the otherwise dominating colors. So I feel that even if you have a photo as a guide to paint any subject, planning the color palette is necessary. And now we have come to the final part of this painting, those beautiful red lines on the shell. As I had mentioned before, the shell already has blue and the violet color as the base. The red interacts with them as per their saturation on the paper. Also, to create the similar drama on the topmost layer of the colors, I drop blue in the red and try to blend it in the red without water. So that's how I create or I get different shades of red on the shell without mixing it on the palette. And that brings me to the end of this entire process of painting a nautilus in watercolors. Hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.